Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Storms come, fires happen, floods arrive, economies change, unexpected challenges visit every community sooner or later. The question is rarely whether difficult times will come. The question is, will we be ready? Tonight our panel explores resilience. Not only the resilience of governments but of neighborhoods, families, businesses, volunteers, and ordinary citizens who choose to help one another when life becomes difficult. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode we explored civic responsibility. Tonight we naturally continue that conversation. What makes a community resilient? Is it planning, leadership, volunteerism, preparedness, or is it something even deeper?
I guess it's the neighbor with a flashlight, jumper cables, and enough extension cords to power half the block.
Every community seems to have one, and every community is thankful when they do. Tonight's discussion isn't limited to natural disasters. Resilience also means adapting to economic change, supporting neighbors during difficult times, recovering from setbacks, and preparing before emergencies happen. Strong communities rarely become resilient by accident. They practice it. President Pipeline, when you hear the phrase community resilience, what comes to mind first? We'll hear your thoughts right after the break.
The morning sun still finds the mountains.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, can communities become more resilient? President Pipeline, will begin with you.
Thank you. When I think about resilience, I don't first think about what happens during a crisis. I think about what happens before one. Prepared communities don't magically appear. They plan, they practice, they build relationships, they learn from past experiences, and they recognize that resilience is everyone's responsibility.
So preparation begins long before an emergency.
Exactly. The strongest response often starts months or years before anyone knows they'll need it.
People sometimes think preparedness means expecting the worst.
I see it differently. Preparedness is optimism with a plan. We hope difficult days never arrive. But if they do, preparation allows neighbors to help neighbors more effectively.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Resilient communities are filled with capable citizens, people who know basic skills, who stay informed, who help one another voluntarily. Freedom works best when people are prepared to contribute instead of waiting for someone else to solve every problem.
So resilience begins with individuals.
Individuals, families, neighborhoods, those are the building blocks of every strong community.
Preparedness isn't about fear. It's about confidence. When communities prepare together, uncertainty becomes easier to manage.
And confidence grows when people know they aren't facing challenges alone.
So maybe resilience starts with learning everyone's first name before learning everyone's emergency contact.
That's not a bad place to begin. After the break, Lady Progress discusses caring for vulnerable neighbors. Captain Constitution explores the role of institutions during emergencies. Stay with us.
The tires roll beside the water, past cabins tucked among the...
Welcome back. Tonight we're asking how communities become more resilient. We've talked about preparation, personal responsibility, and the importance of building relationships before challenges arrive. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, when difficult times arrive, some people recover more easily than others. How should communities think about caring for vulnerable neighbors?
Resilience isn't only measured by how quickly a community recovers. It's also measured by whether people are left behind. Children, older adults, people with disabilities, families experiencing hardship. Strong communities notice those needs early and respond with compassion.
So resilience includes making sure everyone has an opportunity to recover?
Exactly. Communities grow stronger when people believe they won't have to face hardship alone.
Captain Constitution, what role do public institutions play?
Public institutions have important responsibilities before, during, and after emergencies. Planning, coordination, communication, maintaining public confidence. Effective institutions work best alongside informed citizens, volunteer organizations, and local leadership.
So resilience is shared?
Very much so. Prepared institutions and prepared citizens strengthen one another.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Communication. People solve problems more effectively when they already know one another and understand how to work together. Preparation is more than supplies. It's relationships.
Prepared citizens reduce confusion when emergencies occur.
And compassion helps communities recover together.
Trust grows through preparation, transparency, and cooperation.
So maybe the emergency kit should include batteries and a list of neighbors who know how to fix things.
That's probably more useful than 3 extra flashlights and nobody to call. Market Maverick off microphone. I'm still borrowing somebody's extension cord. After the break, Market Maverick discusses resilient local economies. Professor Data explores research on disaster preparedness and community recovery. And the People's Advocate shares practical steps every family can take this month. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
Let's watch the years roll by, from valleys filled with morning.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed preparation, compassion, and the importance of strong relationships. Now let's focus on what helps communities recover and grow stronger after difficult times. Market Maverick, how do resilient local economies contribute to resilient communities?
Recovery depends on people, local businesses reopening, workers returning, neighbors supporting one another, community organizations coordinating their efforts. Resilience isn't simply surviving a setback. It's learning, adapting, and rebuilding even stronger than before.
So recovery is an investment?
Exactly. Preparation before a crisis makes recovery faster afterward.
Professor Data, what does research suggest?
Communities that prepare before emergencies often recover more efficiently afterward. Preparedness plans, training exercises, clear communication, volunteer networks. These practices frequently improve coordination and reduce confusion during difficult situations.
So practice matters.
Very much so. Preparation builds confidence.
People's Advocate, what can families do this month?
Keep emergency contact information updated. Know where important documents are stored. Talk with children about simple emergency plans. Meet your neighbors. Support local volunteer organizations when you can. Preparedness doesn't have to happen all at once. Small steps taken consistently make a meaningful difference.
Quick thoughts.
Prepared communities recover together.
Prepared citizens strengthen resilient neighborhoods.
Compassion is one of the most valuable emergency resources.
Planning and cooperation reinforce public confidence.
Communities that care for one another become stronger over time.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps build resilient communities. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next debate. Stay with us.
As across the waters below, the harbors thrive, the farmlands grow.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored what makes communities resilient. Preparation, compassion, communication, volunteerism, planning. Now let's finish with one final question. If you could encourage every listener to practice one habit that strengthens community resilience, what would it be?
Get to know your neighbors before you need them. Trust is easier to build during ordinary days than during emergencies.
Learn a practical skill and be willing to share it. Prepared citizens strengthen free communities.
Look for the people who may need extra support. Resilience grows when no one is forgotten.
Understand your community's emergency plans and know how to participate responsibly. Preparation is part of good citizenship.
Care for the places you share. Healthy communities are built through everyday stewardship.
Support local businesses and organizations. Strong local networks make recovery faster when challenges arise.
Offer help before someone has to ask. Small acts of kindness often become the foundation of lasting trust.
Keep learning. Communities that learn from experience are better prepared for the future.
Resilience is not measured only by how a community survives hardship. It is measured by how people prepare together, respond together, cover together, and continue caring for one another long after the headlines fade. Every neighborhood has the ability to become stronger. It begins with ordinary people making extraordinary commitments to one another.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time, our panel explores another timeless question: what is the value of public service? We'll discuss service, sacrifice, leadership, volunteerism, and the many ways people contribute to something larger than themselves. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. The conversations are intended to encourage thoughtful civic dialogue in stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, stay prepared, stay connected, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come